Hi, and welcome to a quick introduction to our latest instrument. It's the Braven, the new kid on the block. Now, when people ask me why I'm calling it the Braven, well, it was based on the idea that I think I was brave enough to get rid of the base 10 and just made this a base 44 instrument, which makes some unique features in it, and therefore it needs to be called Braven. Now, the Braven would have a normal input for your power on the back, and then on the front it would have its normal in and output. This can be used for your A4 plate, for instance. And then on the side of it, there's two card slots, which will allow you to at least add about 10 different cards if you really push it. And then on the front, you have your input and an output plate. You have 7 dials, and you have an energy dial and the extended potency range. You also have your normal selector for the different timing sequences, which is the 1 minute, the 6 minute, a pulse mode, and a maintenance mode. We normally would use 1 minute for making remedies or distant treatment, where the 6 minutes will be used for creams because of the higher viscosity. And then the pulse modes, both the pulse mode and the maintenance mode, would be for a long period of treatment where you are actually pulsing the system. And then on the side you have a selector which will allow you to select copy or dial. Now, copy would be when you want to make a remedy directly and not using your dials. So if you switch to copy, it will only copy from the input plate to the output plate. And when you switch to the dial, you can still copy from the input plate, but you also incorporate the dials into the system. And that is a very quick explanation of how the Braven looks like. And I would now want to look at the reason why the Braven has been designed in the first place, and that's by using the rate calculator, which I'm going to just demonstrate to you guys now. Okay, this will be then a preview of the prototype of the program that we are busy designing and will be implemented into the membership area on our website. Now, the idea is that you can actually combine and create a complex remedy, and I've took the liberty to actually add the remedy that I want to create today on the site. Now, you start by actually just adding the first few words of the remedy as part of your search criteria, and I found the remedy. I add it to the system. Then I search for the next one. And I'm going to add it to the system. You'll also see that as I add remedies, it will add the number of remedies that I've been adding to the system. Then we go to the next one. Because I didn't clear every time, so I need to sort of scroll through the top. And there we go. I add it to the system. Then the next one would be eyes. I'm just going to kind of put a whole name in it. And we're going to add eyes to it. and I add it to the system. The next one is let's do it like that. And I'm looking for carpet floor. That's one. I'm gonna add it to the system. The next one is sink. We add sink to the system. The next one would be phosphor. And I'm gonna add it. Then the next one is geranium. Oh. And I'm gonna add it. The next one is silica. And we add it to the system. And then the next one is causticum. Causticum. And I add it to the system. And then the last one would be nutmeg. Just want to do it like that because it gives me a bit of quicker search. And we've got it. And I add it to the system. And there's one more, or actually two more that I want to add, which is not on the original remedy list. The first one would be then cataracts. And I want to use cataracts all varieties. And I add that to my system. And I also wanted to use the mixture one for dissolving cataracts, which is a mixture 47. And I can add that to the system. Then next I'm going to put here next you press the calculate, and it will then calculate the new rate for you, and then you can save it. When you save it, it will be then added to the rate book as part of the database, and we will be able to see that if we go down here and see that we have the rate for the cataract drops and exactly the same as the previous one that we created below. Now this is how you create a complex remedy or a master remedy, and I now will go back to the Braven and I will show you how I'm going to use it. So we made a rate for cataracts, and now we're going to use the instrument to actually copy that rate into a liquid. Now also take the liberty to actually already add the rate to it, which was then 8, 9, 12, 15 and 16. The rest of the dials will be on 0. I will be using an energy ratio of 75, and I'm going to use a potency of 200C, which is 468. Now, the only difference I'm going to have here is where we would make a normal homeopathic remedy where you put a bit of alcohol onto your output plate. I'm going to make sure that my dials is selected, and I'm going to use a actual eyedrop remedy or eyedropper medicine, which I'm going to place onto the output plate, since I want to actually also not only use the homeopathic version of it, but also the medicine that is there to actually help the eyes. I will then select the instrument to a 1-minute time period. Notice that my mode is red, which shows that the instrument is ready to be used. I can now press the start button. The mode will turn green and the buttons will turn blue, which indicate that we are now copied the remedy. After the 1-minute time lapse, the mode will turn red again and there will be a buzzer indicating the end of the time, and that means that the remedy is ready to be used. The time period lapse and the buzzer goes off, and you'll see that the system goes to standby mode again. Our remedy now has been done, and as usual, like in all homeopathic remedies, we will give it a good shake, and this can now be used as a normal eyedropper included with the cataract to remove cataracts from the eyes. And that is how you can actually use your Braven. And for those of you interested, we are having a raffle that we're going to have on our website, where we're going to have one of these Bravens up as on a raffle to help us to generate the funds necessary to actually pay for the development of the software. If you're interested, hop onto our website and sign up for that. All information will be available on our website. Thank you.